What's up, YouTube? Let's get straight back into it. Last time I checked, we were investigating oh. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister?
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her.
Hold on, let me take a sip of this water. Gotta try to sound like Jesse McCree.
And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... There's something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about. Secret lovers.
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through Prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who? Is it the police? Is it the prosecutors?
Is it both? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
The rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
So it's either a prosecutor or a cop. Take another sip of water. My bad, y'all. One person? Ooh.
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lena Sky.
I knew it. Had there been one another, a sister or a brother. What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They target him because he was the closest to Edgeworth? Could be. So, well, how are you doing, Mr. Wright? Guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lena is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Isn't it Steel Samurai? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids. There's another connection between her and Maya. Y'all hear that train in the background? Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up and just pass. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It Yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? Yo, I'm about to go outside and whoop that conductor ass from here to take a sip of water. Whoop his ass from here to Nova Scotia. Pipe down. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Oh, okay. A detective is murdered. The suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Duh! Like, that's how it is with all the cases. This is the first time somebody actually confessed, I believe. Oh, why thank you. February. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Time out. Autopsy. Death due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. We're going to look over through all the evidence. 6-7S 1220. Almost said 22. 12-2. Property of Land and Sky. Last call made to her was her sister on the day of the murder. Buddy entered at 5:12. Miles Edgeworth entered at 5:12. Alright, I just want to look over the evidence. Refresh my memory because it's been a hot minute since I last played. Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her. She's the complete opposite. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae help. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I find that hard to believe. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Yo, I'm gonna take another sip of water. But before I do, I'm gonna say this. I wasn't thirsty until I started recording. Stop playing with me, G. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. You want your glasses indoors? Indoors. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lena Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Damn. Like I ate a firecracker followed by a Popeye's biscuit. I'll make it to through this episode. Tell my mama I love her. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Okay.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lena Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot in your car. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. Hey, yo. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. Hey, yo. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. I just realized how wild that her nickname is. It's crazy.
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Ho, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before.
The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a Fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago. I go to 2 years again. Popping up. I feel like we go see stuff about 2 years ago. A lot throughout this trial. Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a detective?
I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up queen. Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
Just who is this lady? I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care. If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. How do you get past?
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes?
But you will get towed and sued. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block. the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it?
Let me take a sip of water.
Well, Mr. Wright.
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr.
Wait, are they talking about me? Duh. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finally home detective's intuition at work. Girl, you ain't no detective, you a lunch lady, shut up. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. As she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
That's the only part you heard. As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay. I have a few theories, but let's start here. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches. Thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Hey girl, stop being messy. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. Alright. This is what I thought. She says she's seen the seen the crime happen through the mesh fence. So she was in B block when she witnessed it. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime? Probably nothing. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth. We're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. We need something more substantial than that.
Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her?
Okay, that was specific. I forgot where the cut in her hand was. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. That right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. I know people who don't like egg salad. It's actually good. I like egg salad, I like potato salad, I like chicken salad, I like macaroni salad if it's done right. If it's not, it's just, just sour macaroni noodles. My bad. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Thank you, Phoenix. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? Yeah, Phoenix, let's not get sidetracked with stupid things.
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. I guess not. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? My sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panic next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Do we press all? I don't want to press every statement. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Object? Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired? To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless. Cap.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? Felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It's like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seed. Pumpkin chock.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets, a greenhorn.
Then I must be yellow and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with that odor of an old cheese to match. Wow, you said that out loud. In any case, there in the lot, felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Alright, I pressed all the statements. Holding a knife in the right hand. That doesn't look like a stab. That looked like a tiny cut. One knife wound died within an hour and a half. This does not. Okay, let me try this. I was wrong? Wow. That doesn't make sense. Because that doesn't look like a knife that was stabbed into somebody. It looked like you nicked somebody's finger. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Oops, that didn't go so well. I don't know what statement to do what to. Because this shows the parking lot. That car in the middle, top middle, is the car. She was, I'm guessing, on the other side of that fence. She saw him through the mesh fence. Okay. I don't see nothing wrong with that. There's a phone call. Found in the car. Oops, lost one knife wound. Yeah. I don't get it. The only thing that was descriptive was that and this. I don't. Let me press this again. What did she say? That was his ID. Wow, I'm stuck. Alright, time to use a guide. Wait, what? It says... The guide says... That was an accident. I don't understand this. I am truly stuck. Okay. Saying to press it in a specific order. Said press the first statement. Somehow I always knew this day would come. But then press the I was on my way to deliver lunch, and then now it says press through the wire fence. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. Oh, okay. We just need to press something in order. That's how we get the crime photo. That's what the guy said. I'm not playing around, bro. I'm too tired to be trying to guess how to do this. Yeah, I cheat. So what? You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Now, as far as pressing certain statements in a row, that's gonna be challenging. It means I gotta really pay attention. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me, I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. I beg your pardon?
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Ignore that. Ignore that. I was not trying to play this song. A photograph.
A photograph. You took this.
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over, and I snapped. I took a picture. Back. One of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. Why? I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness. Why am I only seeing this photograph just now? Oh, subject to defense. Declare mistrial. Think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of the criminal affairs.
Well, this most certainly the defendant.
Uh-oh. That is unmistakably Lena Sky. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in the right hand. I was told to give. I was told to press this statement. Not press this statement, show this picture to this statement. I'm saying I will only use the guides if I have to. If I absolutely have to. If I'm stumped. Otherwise, I'll use my noodle. There we go. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. Look wrong then. So I've already said yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
Bro, you still hungry? But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Better yet. Wait, is that a glove on her left hand? Cause alright, that's the contradiction I was looking at. Not even gonna lie. Because it looked like her right hand is gloveless. But now that I pay attention closely, it looked like there is a glove. Well, I was about to say, because the glove, not the glove, the murder weapon usually in the Edgeworth toolbox traces of the victim's blood to no prints. See, that's why I thought, like, there should be fingerprints on here. Speeches.
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
We'll find those thoughts next episode. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.